Hi, it's Sandy Parker and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to be doing a review on the BLEDS cordless hot glue gun, and I hope you'll stay tuned. Well, the nice people at BLEDS sent me their hot glue gun that's cordless for a review, and so we're going to do that today. It comes in this nice sturdy box. It also comes with a bunch of regular glue, hot glue sticks and some glittery colored ones, and we'll play with those a little bit later on. And of course the instruction book. This is a little plastic packaging that I use to make sure that if a glue gun is going to leak, that I can catch the leaks on that, and we're going to make sure that this glue gun doesn't leak. Oh, let me show you what else it comes with. It comes with this little stand, and you just pop it in like that, and that will hold it upright. Let me give you some of the features of the glue gun. It comes with a cord, but the cord doesn't have a regular plug. It plugs into devices, and in my case, I've got it plugged into the back of my lamp. It would plug into like a laptop, doesn't plug into a regular AC outlet unless you have an adapter on it. Like to make sure I tell people that. The glue sticks it takes are the smaller ones, the ones that are 7 millimeters across, and it has this light on it. I'm going to turn it so you can see it, hopefully. Can you see this green light? Hopefully you can see that. Can you see it now? Maybe? Okay, well, it has that green light. Now, when you are charging it, it's going to have different colors on that light. The blue light is on during preheating, the red light is on during charging, and the green light is on when it's fully charged. So clearly mine as the green, so it's fully charged. I did plug it in overnight to charge it, and I'm sorry I didn't figure out how many hours it took to charge it, but I will try and make sure I get that information for you, because I know a lot of people ask that. Let me show you the colors you get. You're going to get a purple, 2 turquoise blues, 2 golds, 2 Christmas greens, and 1 red. That's what I got in mine. And then I think I used some of these. I think there were 20 of these sticks. We're at 7 minutes and 14 seconds. So I think it should have been hot enough by now. So we're going to go with the hot enough, even though I don't know if it is or not. I'm going to start making these little, I'll call them gems, pearl gems, and get rid of this box. I'm using Dollar Tree cutting mat. And I'm using some of the Hippie Crafter mica powders. I really like their colors. If you've never seen me use these, I'll show you. You can buy these on Amazon. I'll show you the colors. They're really vibrant. Can you see those? Aren't they awesome? Anyway, love them. Just saying, love them. So I'm going to, using a clear glue stick. That's important. Clear glue is what you want for this. What we're going to do is we're going to just, hopefully, make a little dollop. And I'm going to take that little stand off because I think that would be in my way otherwise. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little dollop. And then I'm going to kind of take the tip and swirl it. You don't want it to be super big. These are going to go on cards. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If you do that swirl at the end, it helps remove the glue gun without making strings. I'm going to move down a little bit to make my next row so I can do different colors. If you practice this, you can get really good at it. And the thing that is important is that you're trying to make sure they're all basically the same size. Because when you're using them on a card, you don't want one that's really, really big and one that's really, really small. And I don't know about you guys, but I really struggle with Nuvo drops. I think these are a lot easier for me to do than Nuvo drops. I'm just saying. Nuvo drops, for some reason, I always get the look of a Hershey Kiss with that top on it that's kind of like a Hershey Kiss. You want to let these dry. I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to show you another project we're going to do because it's almost Easter. And I've been wanting to do this project for a couple years, and if you remember last year, I couldn't find the, okay, it was about 9 minutes. If I didn't say it, it was about 9 minutes. And, well, you know, the other thing I want to do is I want to see how long it stays hot. So, I'm going to start it now, and we'll know how long it takes, it will stay hot. It was at 10 minutes and 41 seconds, you know, when I turned it off. So, we'll see how long it holds its heat. So anyway, last year I really wanted to do something with these carrots from the Dollar Tree and a jar. And the jar I also got at the Dollar Tree. It has a lid that screws on. Haven't decided what I'm going to put in it, but I think it's really cute, and I thought it'd be fun to give this a whirl. I'm going to take off as much of this as I can get off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue gun, and I'm going to put some glue like that onto my carrot. My goal here is to get the carrot centered so that it looks like it's the top and the bottom are centered on the jar. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. So I'm going to put more in there. Ooh. And again, I want my carrots to all be the same height. And you don't want your carrot to go below the bottom of the jar. It'll probably take 4 carrots per side. I hope I have enough carrots. All I'm saying. Hope I do. There's one more. Okay. So I'm going to need to buy another bag of carrots. These things happen to me. You know that happens all the time. I can't decide exactly how much of something I need. So that's where we stand right now. I'm going to put some fun stuff inside. It's going to be cute, I think. I'm going to start with a lighter color. I'm going to start with yellow. And then I think I'm going to go to bright orange. And then I'm going to go to this fun green, and then I'm going to go to this blue. So I need to get a few more drops of blue this time. Ooh, that's way too big. When you make these little drops, you have to make sure you keep your tip as close to the mat as you can, because you want to make sure that you're getting a rounded glue drop, we'll call that. Okay, let me get this out of the way so you can see it. I know you can't see anything right now, but you're going to take your mica powder. I recommend that you only play with the lid, don't play with the jar, because you will get way more than you need out of the lid, and if you use the jar, you'll just end up with so much mica powder you won't know what to do with it. All you're going to do is you're going to take your little brush, and you're going to brush over the top of each one of these. And I've never used anything as a finishing, like a finishing spray or a hairspray on these. I've only just covered them with a mica powder to get them to be the consistency and the color I want. Well, not consistent with color, the colors I want. There's yellow. Hopefully you can see that. I chose a bunch of colors so you could really see what each color looks like. And hopefully I'll like one of them enough that I could put them on a card I'm making in a little bit. On another video. You want to clean your brush between colors, but if you do them in the order I'm doing them in, where you start with yellow and then you go to orange, you really shouldn't contaminate your colors. And if you go from light to darker, then again, that shouldn't be a problem. On your brush, I mean. Again, we're not going to use the bottle. Oh, got a little string on me. Just gonna, you want to make sure that before you do anything with your brush that your glue dots are hard. If they're not hard, wait for them to get hard, because you won't. I'm gonna get a little bit more on this. If you don't wait for them to get hard, you'll just stick your brush into them and you'll destroy the circle shape. The other thing I want to tell you about is, I don't know if you can see this, there are glue strings on these. It's really easy to just pull them off. You can, normally what I would tell you to do is use your heat tool, and you can just heat something like this, but if you do your heat tool on these, chances are good that you'll melt your circle, so I wouldn't recommend you do that. Then, the way I store mine is I just take a small baggie. I make a bunch of one color. I didn't this time, but normally I make a bunch of one color and I put those in a baggie, and then I just, whenever I need them, I just take the baggie, you know, I store it in with my regular embellishments, and then I just take them out when I need them. Okay, now we're at 13 minutes, and with the other the time, the warm-up time, let's see how we're doing. If we still hot. This is pretty darn impressive. I got to be admitting that to you, because you think about, I made those I did the carrots, and then I did these, and I'm still going strong. In fact, it almost feels like it got warmer, you know, the way it's putting out glue now. Kind of feels like it's gotten a little bit warmer, which is kind of cool. I wanted to show you exactly how I would use hot glue, and we're going to still use mica powder, but I'm going to use a stamp that you would use with wax to seal an envelope. And before I do anything, I want to really make sure that I get this nice and coated with VersaFine. Versamark. This is basically, it's just glycerin that you're going to be putting on your stamp. It makes sure that the glue doesn't stick. The one thing you don't want to have happen here is that you do this and then your image is stuck, basically, for lack of a better term. So mine's now coated with the Versamark. If I didn't show you the lid, that's what it looks like, the stamp pad. You can buy that anywhere that you buy craft supplies. Joann's, if you're in the States, Joann's or Michael's. I want to be able to get this so that I can push it down, but I also want to make sure that there's enough hot glue on it. So I'm just going to push it down and let it set. And once it's dry, well, dry, heated, whatever, it should pull off of there because of the Versamark ink that we put on, if you're with me on that one. The other thing I want to do while we're playing with this is I'm going to take the purple stick, and you need to push through your clear glue. Still stuck. It should stay wet or hot for a little bit. So I'm going to just keep playing with this. It hasn't really, I haven't had a lot of dripping, which is good. Oh, nice job. It's really pretty. Let's see, I think I'm going to do orange. You want to, between inkings or between stampings, you want to put more of that Versamark on it. Like I said, you don't want this to end up being hermetically sealed to it. Okay. Then, let's get our orange. Let's go for a different color. How about maybe fuchsia? Something frisky, huh? The other thing you can do when you have these wax seals, the stamps, is you can color them with markers, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to use just the head of another one of these. I got my, I guess you call these stamps, these wax seal stamps, from a company called Craspire. They have a huge selection of these. This one's really already pretty hard, but I'm going to push it in there. Hopefully that'll, I'll get the impression. All right, let's see if we can get this one off. Cool. Now, I'm going to show you on this one how you can, excuse me, how you can color them with markers. These are metallic markers, and they're very inexpensive. I got them on Amazon, and I'm going to use the pale purple. So you should be able to see the flower when I'm done. You can also paint the outer part of the stamp with a different color. I like these because they're metallic. When they dry, they're really they're just pretty. Let's pull this one off and see how we did. That was good. We're going to use some mica powder. I'm going to see if I can just do this around the edges of it. And then I'll see if I can use my gold Sharpie for the flower itself. Color these additional dots we made. You'll see some of these aren't really round. Again, that's because if you pick the tip off the counter, you should have your tip pretty close and do that spinning motion, and you should end up with round ones if you do it that way. If you pull your tip off of the, I'm going to do it one more time so I can show you that so you can see what I'm talking about. You really need to make sure, it's all about where the tip of your glue gun is when you're doing this. Okay, got that there. All right. I don't know why my timer is now at 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Why is it? It's been at least 20 minutes. I'm sorry that I don't know what happened to my timer. It lost its mind. Well, we'll see how it's doing. Okay, I'm going to show you again. Hopefully you'll be able to see this close enough. You want to put your tip almost right on the mat, and then you're going to pull it and then twist like that. And then that will give you a rounded shape. The purple stick is in here, so now we just need to keep squeezing it until we can hopefully get some out of here. I would say we're probably, okay, here we go. Well, that's weird. I'd say we're probably around 30-minute mark. The glittery glue is really pretty. At least I think it is. You just want to have enough so it's right around, you know, so it's thick enough, not thick enough, so it it covers the circle, the size of the stamp. Man, I'm having a hard time thinking of words tonight. Jeeper creeper, Sandy. Get with the program. This is way more glue than I needed. I wanted to make sure that this one, I use my Sharpie. This is a gold Sharpie, and I just wanted to make sure that I could show you different ways that you can use these. You're going to use all your tools however you like to do it, but I like to give you some ideas of some, you know, maybe different ways to use things that maybe you didn't think of before. Now, if you, this one that I did earlier, let me pick it off. You can put these in a baggie, and then when you want to put them on your envelope or on a card, and you see how pretty that is? All you have to do is either hot glue it or glue it, and it'll stay. It'll be fine on your card. Then this one that I did the purple marker on, I thought I would show you how you can go around the edges of this with the gold. This gold looks green to me, kind of weird. And then I'm just going to go around the outside. Sorry, I'm probably blocking what you're looking at. And then all you would do, again, is you just peel this back off your paper. These are our glittery ones. I think I said this is just a cutting mat from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to try and get that into an angle so you can see there. Can you see the flower? It's pretty, isn't it? You have all kinds of options. There is, these are, I think, kind of a pansy. And this one is that one that's purple and gold. If you don't like it, you could always change the color up by adding a darker color to it if you wanted to. And then this one is the purple. I'll just pull them both out. Don't forget, if you're going to do this, you must use that Versamark, because you want to make sure that this will pull off of your, oops, this one is too thin, because you want to make sure it'll pull off of your stamp. If you don't put the Versamark on it, there's a chance that this could adhere to your stamp, and you don't want that to happen. This is a combination of the blue and the purple stick. I don't know if you can see that flower there. Can you see it in that light? And here's the one that's the double pansy. There, I think you can see it in that light maybe. And then let me take some of these little beads off so you can see what they look like. Okay, you could, maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. This one has some strings hanging off of it. All I do is I just kind of pull them off, and if you can't pull them off, just use your scissors and cut them off. I'm going to put this on my finger so you can see it. Isn't that cute? And watch, I'm going to try and rub all that off, that mica powder. See? Stays. Doesn't come off. Cool, huh? So let me give you my recap of the hot glue gun, just so you kind of have an idea if you're in the market for a hot glue gun. I was expecting, well, I wasn't sure what to expect, because when I picked this up, it's not super sturdy feeling in your hand. But with that being said, it stayed hot. It still is green. Let's see if we can, it's still Look, it's still putting out hot glue, no problem. So this has been, it's 15 minutes and 49 seconds. It's been at least a half an hour that this has been on. I'm really impressed by that. I mean, the fact that this thing is still going strong is amazing to me. Don't forget, when you use it, there's an on-off switch. You must turn it off when you're done to avoid a fire hazard, because if you just leave this on, because remember, it doesn't have a cord, you might forget. Please remember to turn it off. That's all you have to do, is turn it to the off position. I would also recommend that you put the base on it and set it so it's standing up rather than laying down, so that you don't end up having the tip of it catching something on fire. This little foot comes out, and that will hold things, that will hold it in the upright position too. I really like this glue gun. I am impressed that it only took, in my opinion, it took about 4 hours to charge the battery. As I said, it's been well over 30 minutes and it's still hot and going strong. I've never had a cordless glue gun that lasted that long, and that blew my mind. It did take a while to heat up. I would say 9 minutes is what, I'm pretty sure that's what mine took to get hot enough to really make these, the little beads. But with that being said, look at all the things that we did with it. We made the carrot jar. I'm going to do more with the carrot jar. You'll probably see that in another video where I finish that off. We made all these little beads. We made all of these, and it's still going strong. So I hope that if you are in the market for a glue gun, I'll put the link below the video, that you'll go, it's on Amazon, that you can go there. I do not get paid anything to say any of this. As you know, I'm not monetized in any way. They only sent me the glue gun. And I would never tell you I liked something that I did not like. So in case you're new to my channel and you don't know that, I would never tell you, oh, get that, if it's not working to my standards. The fact that it comes with all these glue sticks and that it gives you a bunch of the clear ones as well. There's a lot to try out, and with Amazon they give you that 30-day trial that if something doesn't work for you, you can send it back. So if you completely disagree with me and go, oh, I hate it, at least you can send it back that way. So I hope you enjoyed this video, that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and please tell your friends about me on social media, because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.